I'm here and I was trying to kind of figure out the world, I guess you could say. I'm just a YouTuber trying to figure out the world, and I was listening to a YouTube stream on end of the world prophecies. And of course, I'm just fixing my crystals here. The one thing that always comes up is the Bible. I'm not trying to say, I'm not discarding what people say, but they do say the Bible is a written and oral history of what happened. If, things got lost in translation, it's somewhat of a history. So I'm going to start making my present and just discuss my opinions of what I watched. And I got my board here instead of the yellow one I decided I'm going to use my green one today. I got this. Reading yarn can only be so exciting. And I got all my bags here. That dog toy over there. Alright. The first on the list is going to be picking out a crystal. Okay, I want to make her something nice. I don't want to make her the most expensive thing in the world. Because sometimes I get to make those for other people. Alright, hang on 1 second because I'm going to go grab something. Okay, I have my perfumed alcohol here because I'm probably going to make her some perfume and a small necklace of some sort. I got these I bought. This is perfume oil dilutant and DPG glycerol, which pretty much is the same thing. And then I got this bottle, but I mean, she is one of my good friends. I don't know. Let me see what I got. My other bottles, I believe, here. So let me see what I got. I'll do this first. But anyways, I was with these prophecies, listening to them. And the one thing that says is a lot of the prophets are saying is about these tattoos. Everybody keeps saying how the tattoos and there's going to be tattoos on the forehead. And honestly, tattooing has been around for a lot of years. A lot of years. just a second. Alright, like I was saying, perfuming has been around for a lot of years. And not perfuming, but tattooing, I'm sorry. Actually, perfuming has too. So that's another thing that has been around for a lot of years. But anyways, I'm thinking maybe when they did see the end of the world. Hold on a minute. I got so much disturbances in my house right now. Alright. I'm thinking maybe that when they did have these prophecies, we are people really like to tattoo themselves. When I'm at places. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I keep having to go back and forth with all my disturbances in here. Anyways, I'm thinking because we like to perfume ourselves and get ourselves all prettied up, and we'd like to tattoo ourselves up. It's always been, even in ancient times, they've done this. I'm trying to think of my friend, what kind of girl she is. See, watermelon is such a dangerous scent. I'm thinking about putting mango, pineapple, and lime. And I think of this literally like making a baby. I really do. To me, it seems like a good way of doing things. And I have a little baggie in here. It has these things in it. Alright, this one is. Alright. But, like I said, I think that maybe when they seen the end of days, ancient people that was always around, there's always ancients around one way or form or another. I want to actually save this bottle because I think it might. I don't know, I just like to save bottles. You gotta pay for them and everything else. So I'm just gonna save them. I'm thinking when these ancient people were around. Actually, I speak of them in past terms, like they didn't live or something. But I think when they were around, they were seeing us with different kinds of tattooing. I've seen people with there's people with tattoos on their head. We all seen them. We've seen them in every different circumstance that you could imagine. But it's the world we live in. Maybe they just seen great disaster coming, and they literally at the they're in a different time period. They really thought it was the end of times, and I've seen people that are putting ruins on their symbolic ruins on their head. I seen that at work. Somebody and I asked them, I was like, "What made you want to do that?" And they just said they liked it. So I mean, if you think about things in that kind of perspective, it could be. I mean, to me, I mean, our society, the way it's going, I mean, I don't judge anybody. I always hear the saying, don't judge unless you want to be judged. So I don't feel it's good to be judged in any way or to be judged. I feel that we're gonna, our own selves are gonna judge us in the end. So to me, that kind of seems like the way I would perceive it, but I think in ancient times they seen us with our different kinds of the way we decorate our body. And maybe they perceive this a different way. Because the way sometimes we decorate our body is crazy. I mean, I'm not a big on tattoos, but like I said, I don't judge at the same time either, so how can you? Alright, I shake this. I shake it up and kind of let it be in there. I just put a lid in there and then you put that. I like that 70-30 mixture. And you can do it by, I like doing it by ratios when I make this. And I really think this would be some kind of fun thing to give my friend in her present. Because I don't have the money to go out and buy this stuff. So, this is what I do. I make people, I make things and I like to tinker with things because I feel it has a better effect. And having things homemade is really nice. Alright, and now I'm probably gonna, these ones here don't really cost me a lot of money. And I could get these in bulk, so I'm probably gonna make her one of these. And this one's kind of fun. Kind of like the glow in the dark almost. Let's see if I find crystal there. I don't know if they scream Melissa. My friend's name's Melissa. I do have some really pretty ones. I know that she's pregnant. I want to give her something with protection too. That one I probably could sell. But this one's really pretty. I like this one. I mean, I've worked with her many years. And I feel that people should give back the goodness and the happiness. Because if we don't, it's kind of a crazy world we live in if we can't do that. I'm gonna start off with her stuff because I gotta go back to work. I'll be working 5 days. So. But anyways, I was reading into these prophecies and different stuff. And I really do, honestly, I'm starting to think that maybe there's something to everything. And I like to go in a perspective of not an atheist point of view, but not a Christian's point of view, something that everybody can relate to. Everybody, not just me, not just this person, and not just that person. I like to do the point of view that everybody can relate to. So, to me, that's what I like to do personally. And this thing here, I'm just going to cut off because I know I made it, but I have this one here, and I kind of want this to hang low. So I'm going to find a string right here and fix my own jewelry. But since I'm making my own jewelry, I might as well make what I have nice. I got purple, so I think I can use this purple string. This string I'm going to use for hers. And I got this with this kit. Because I like to buy all this stuff and do what I need to do sometimes. And this is just bracelet string. I just kind of like making my own ropes. I feel it's better when you do. Because I feel rope making is, if you make your own rope, your crystal works better. Because you take your own energy thinking about your own crystal and you can help focus your own energy in your own crystal. I mean, I'm making it for my friend because she's my friend and I like her. So, well, that's just because I like my friend a lot. And when you've been with someone so many years working with them, you just grow a bond. And when I do this, I take my fingers and bring them over this way and bring them out that way. I like to make it big enough to where it goes around my neck. And then if I want to make it a different way, I can. And then, like, I got that there. But I kind of like how it hangs down low. I might actually fix it. I don't know. I might do it right. But I got her perfume that I did once. Sometimes you just kind of have to find out where you want it, and then that's a little bit long. And then you can take the end here where you have this, and you can move it all the way this way. And do that. And then I take this, and I'm not trying to make these super tight so I can use this again. Because I feel if you make them super tight, then you can't use them again. They're loose knots. So this one was two, and so I'm going to take this one out. See what I mean? Make them loose so you kind of know what you want to do here. Just like that. Well, I'm going to do it like this. So it comes down like that. Alright, now I'm going to start hers. This is going to be like a gift box. So I'm going to go ahead and put this like this. And but since it's a nice, pretty green stone, I'm doing that. And I'll put that there. It's be a nice little thing here. Okay, and go check on something else real quick, and I'll be right back in 2 seconds. Alright, now looking for a little gift box. I know I have it around my house. Um, Alright, I was looking for like a little gift bag or something to put that in. I don't know how I did my bags. I had it in here. Alright, let me look under the sink or something. Give me a second. Okay. Well, I found two small baggies. And then I'm gonna test out her perfume to see if I made a good smell. I like to test them out. And I get good practice. And like I said, I don't ever have to buy no presents. It smells like heavy mango. It really does. It smells really good. If I see it, I know that on my Facebook group, I get everybody's birthdays, and everybody gives you these weird looks all the time about people's birthdays. They act like, I don't know. It literally Facebook just gives it to us because they track your birthday. 'Cause you give I don't know if you guys get any scam lately, people, but they are so annoying. But this is gonna be her present for tomorrow. So I got that done. But anyways, I was looking at these prophecies and what kind of caught my eye the was because they says that everybody kind of turns against God. And honestly, that's a big statement because since the beginning of time, people have turned against good and bad. So, but I was paying more attention to the tattoos in the ruins. There's certain ruins people are wearing that people of ancient times said would come about. And a lot of them that are coming about are people using ancient ruins of Egyptian stuff on their head. And that really caught my eye because that is one of the tall tale signs that something's coming. It really was. And maybe they were seeing this and that was why how they were able to foretell a couple of things. I mean, I don't know. I'm only an observationalist in the world and weird things interest me. I mean, I'm literally just a person trying to survive in the world. But I'm going to go ahead now and make another crystal necklace while I discuss these ruins. I have seen people with ruins on their head. See, now I'm just picking out something that looks kind of cool. But I've seen people with runes on their head that state the runes and they're ancient, that are borderline ancient Aramaic. And ancient Aramaic didn't it is a dead language, yes, I get that. We all get that ancient Aramaic is a dead language. But the thing with that is with this dead language, it evolved. And some of the things on their heads was I've seen if you were to translate them would beware the beast in loose Aramaic terms. So my thing is, what beast do they mean? And I mean, this just brings up a lot of stuff. And people don't know what it is, they just think it's cool. So you got all these people going around with these symbols, beware the beast, on their head, and it goes to differ. Do they mean do they mean God? Are they with God or against God? I mean, or are they just saying just beware the beast and they're not really with anybody? Maybe this is an ancient sighting because they always say times of in these end times there's going to be that and there's going to be false prophets. So the false prophets, I would assume, are people that aren't with God. Yeah, and really, God is just love. So if you're not for love, I guess you're not for God. One would think. So I don't know. To me, I'm not sure. But I do know I've seen stuff on people's forehead that loosely means that. I mean, it's not a literal translation but it's a loose translation of the ruins. And people are just, they think it looks cool. And symbols are letters. That's what our language is. And then one day they're going to think our language is batshit crazy, and ours is going to evolve to something else. I've even seen some people stuff on their arms and legs of the end of days. And you just, as people are waking up spiritually light and talking about the end of days. And if a whole group of people is doing this, possibly, maybe possibly, just possibly, that's what is going to be happening. I don't know. But I pay attention to my surroundings. And they say in Revelation, there's going to be the seven-headed dragon. Now, talking about the dragon, which I do know about a lot about the dragon stuff. The dragon's not a literal dragon. Dragon represents ultimate strength and power. That's what they are. They're beings of the highest stature that are highly evolved. That's what a dragon is. That's why in the Oriental culture they're so honored because they've hit that status. They're I guess, the top notch of spirituality. So, given all that, the seven-headed dragon would be judgment. He would bring forth upon the end of days with judgment. And judgment doesn't necessarily mean a great evil. That it doesn't. A great evil would be if there was no judgment. And honestly, if you're going to go around doing bad things, you got to expect things to come back to you. You can't expect these things to stay with you. You really can't. Because I mean, you do things, you're always judged. You're at work, you're judged. You're judged by your work performance. You're judged all the time. This seven-headed dragon is just literally the seven heads of judgment, which means the seven heads would be translated into archangels. So, I guess if dragons would be close to archangels in this translation. And dragons go either way. They give judgment, they're known as devils, or they're known as angels, depending on which side of the spectrum you are when they get really, really angry. If you're on the good side and you're trying to do good things, these dragons when they come, which generally I guess what you would think of as angels, when these angels come, if you're a good person or just had bad circumstances, they're going to have mercy on you. And if you're not, and you need judgment or redemption, they're going to give it to you. And whatever judgment they bestow is what you're getting, and you can't choose your own judgment. You can't hide from the truth. You can't you can't be anything. What you did is what you did. And honestly, this is how the world goes. So, honestly, would I be mad that these guys came to me one day? Like, no, because I didn't do anything. I have nothing to fear from them at all. I don't know if I have it in me to make this too. I made my friend her present because I'm not going to the store and buying all this stuff. I think she'll like it, but I have studied Revelation, and if you really study the book, a lot of your we have a lot of translations. A lot of these beings they say are dragons or not, they're angels. And some angels go dark. I'm not gonna lie, they do. And when they go dark, it's not pretty. Because when they give their judgment and they get mad at you, they're mad. I don't know, I made such a nice thing for her. I might decide to make me another one. Because sometimes I'm greedy like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my glasses and see. Make myself one because I kind of like this bottle. I'm gonna make me another set and then probably get ready for my friend because I'm gonna be doing a Facebook stream too soon for Facebook because I got my group over there. So I wished all of them a happy birthday, and I know everyone on Facebook thinks I'm crazy because I always go out of my way to make sure everybody says happy birthday. But honestly, if we don't celebrate our birthday and our birth, and we don't care about certain things that we do in our life, I just see it as You celebrated another year of your life. And if you got through that year in a decent way, I say celebrate it. So that's how I feel about the world and all it gives back to you. I mean, you can look at it a positive way or a negative way. And when someone has a birthday, you should try to make them a nice present or something and celebrate their birth. Because, oh my lord, where'd it go? Oh, oh, right here. If your life is a blessing, if you if you believe it or not, it really is. I really wanted a strawberry one, so I have my apple one, but strawberry seems like a fun flavor. I could probably even mix these and make different mixtures with it. But yeah, I believe that Revelation is starting to come true. That I do believe. And I think we're at the cusp of a new renaissance. I mean, what else could we call it at this point? We may have the seven headed dragon possibly coming to bless us with his justice. We have people with tattoos on their head. Oh my god, it smells so good. This is like one of the best things I've made. It's really awesome. It's yummy smelling. I might take this, just have that. I'm gonna throw away that. I'll probably have the strawberry one for a while. It's just so good. But like I said, I'm putting away all my supplies now. I needed to do a couple things, get my laundry upstairs and stuff. But do laundry today too. But I'm just giving food for thought, and maybe I'm really thinking of this in the wrong way, and maybe we should be going through some of the writings and stuff of Revelation. Because it seems like all signs point to Revelation at this point. Maybe the religious community just has a point. Because scientifically, like I have been preaching, and I don't like being a preacher. I don't enjoy it. Scientifically proven our planets are moving, and I do always say that our planetary movements do. I mean, there was, like I said, in astrology, it follows planetary stuff. So I'm saying that there's some planetary stuff going on in the world also. So it's kind of a scary and exciting time to live. And I'm not saying be scared. I'm not. I'm just saying if you're literally doing good things, you're literally, I don't know, just becoming a better person and doing things, you don't have to fear anything. I mean, why would anybody bother somebody that really truly didn't harm another? So, I don't know. That's what I mean, it is what it is at this point, but I think the wicked people of the world probably are scared. Because that seven-headed dragon seems like he could probably be really angry and get some results done. Maybe they're more afraid of that. Maybe. I wouldn't be afraid of him. I would just be like, okay, if this is what you feel, then this is it. I mean, to me, it wouldn't be a big deal. To other people, it might. I don't know. I guess it depends on your perspective and what side of the coin you're in. So it could be a lot of things. But I got my present made and I made my strawberry perfume, which smells yummy. Like I want to go eat a bunch of strawberries right now. So I'm going to end this, and tomorrow I will give my thoughts. Go through some YouTube streams and some very smart YouTubers that put out good information and just give my own little personal insights, which these are just my opinions. I try to just put facts have that aren't really facts. They're just really good educated guesses of things they found out there to give you perspective of your own life. And when people mention certain things, you can just put together answers that suit you, because you want to have answers that suit your own self. Because if you don't, you're not going to have your own opinion, and it's important to have your own opinion. It really is. It's not important to listen to me and say, "Oh, I think she's right," and I don't want you to do that. I don't. I want you to maybe digest what I say and literally just maybe scroll on YouTube and get your own opinion. And maybe if get your own YouTube channel or just tell your friends, she said this, but maybe she was partially right. Maybe, I think maybe this could be involved too. Maybe I only have piece of the truth. And that's it. Maybe I have a speck of the truth. Maybe I got a little grain of sand of the truth. I don't know. This is almost like a personal blog of me trying to find the truth for myself, which is nice because I feel like I can share it with other people also. So, if you want to think of this in movie terms, I'm like, after I did everybody else has bothered me, I come in the room just like in The End of the World. I think that one with Seth MacFarlane, that real funny one. And they go in and they're always blogging, about them, the day. This is what this is. It's a personal diary of what I'm doing from day for day, my personal thoughts about certain stuff. And I'm not saying a fact. I'm not trying to be a prophet. I'm just trying to be me and maybe help out a couple people. And if I'm partially right, that would be great. But am I totally right? Probably not. There's probably a whole other aspect I'm missing. And honestly, I'm okay with that. But I want you to be able to go and figure things out on your own and get your own aspect. And then maybe you can give what you found or think. And if we all come together, we all find the truth. And that's what happens in this kind of chain reaction of events. People are supposed to come together by the masses and try to find the truth. And that's all I'm doing is trying to find the truth. I'm trying to find the truth in all the unnecessary violence in the world. And I just want to know why everybody wants to literally all the time have fancy stuff and watch people suffer. I want answers and why people are mean to one another. how people are abusive to one another, how people are just mean in general, and what triggers that, and why people want to do that. So far in my, the big one, the elephant in the room, drugs. I get that people are on drugs and things happen, but where is everyone to step in to stop some of this? And why does this keep going on? I don't understand why innocent people have to suffer because other people have problems. There's whole families that suffer, there's children that suffer, there's animals that suffer. And it wasn't supposed to be like that, but it is. And then people say that's how things are to me. And the thing is I don't think that. I think it could be different. So I don't know. To me, I wish for a better tomorrow. Will I get it? I don't know. Will I ever get it? Maybe not. But I'm not giving up hope in this tomorrow because I want hope to be brought to the world. And if I gotta die wanting hope, then that's how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die wanting hope for the world. And I'm gonna try to give hope any which way I can. So I guess that's just how I'm gonna die. Because people tell me I can't do it. And I know I can't do it alone, but I know that together, possibly I can. So I don't know. Maybe with your guys' help and support, I can do more. If not, I'm just going to do my own personal blogs over here and talk about ancient ruins and things that I see. So be safe out there, and I will be trying to hold out for hope for the entire world over here on Chong the Dog and Chong, our Facebook group. And stay safe.